Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a quick fractal tone tutorial for you, and this is how to dial in a Stevie Ray Vaughan type of tone. Now this is not my own, but I thought it would be a really good idea to revisit this preset. It's been a while since someone has, so I wanted to make sure to do that, to get this out there because it's really well done. This is a preset that was created by Tyler Grund. I'll have his video linked in the description box below, but I wanted to kind of do a little bit quicker tutorial. He goes really in depth into how he's tweaking parameters, and it's really cool. Some of you might not have the patience for it, so I'm just gonna kind of condense it into something really quick. But I think this is like probably the closest you'll get to SRV type of tone using the fractal. Like, it's really well done. So I want to share this with you right now. Now this is kind of a older Stevie type of tone, so this can be using Reverbs as the base for the whole tone. Now he does have some IRs that he shot, but I'm going to be using stock cabs for this preset. So using this core Silver Sky tuned down to E flat. Now obviously this is not like true like SRV type of stuff, because this is going to be a little bit lower output, maybe a little bit more push mid-range than maybe, let's say, some Texas specials, but that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. But here's the presets. I'm going to take you to FM9 edit, and just a quick disclaimer, this is FM9 and Axe-FX 3 type of preset. If you have FM3, you might need to change things around a little bit, like using one amp block and one cab block just to fit your needs. But here it is. I'm going to take you to FM9 edit right now. All right, so first of all, I want to apologize for butchering any Stevie licks or riffs. While I love SRV, it's not something I practice a ton, so I'm really sorry for those of you SRV faithfuls out there who are like, oh, he's doing the shuffle wrong and blah blah. Really sorry about that. I will work on it. I'm mostly like John Mayer type of riffs, so this is something I really need to get back into. All right, so here's the preset. Let's start with the amps. We have the vibrato verb AB, and let's stay in the ideal tab for now. Going to have this set to input level, input select left. I'm gonna set it to mute so then you can hear them side by side and what they kind of sound like. So here are the values right here for the parameters. These are all copied from Tyler's video. And let's stay on this one. I chose this preamp tube type. He chose, it was the long plate. Now they don't have all that in here now, so I chose this 12AX7A RCA. I just like the way it felt. And that's going to be used for both amps, but I'll make sure to go through that when I go into this one as well. Power amp. So here's something that he did. He doubled the negative feedback, so don't forget to set it to 4. Right here's the X former, so the transformer matching, set it to 1.8. The transformer drive, set it to 0.6. He goes really in depth onto why, and it's mainly because Stevie changed out his transformers back in the day. Don't think there is anything here, so let's go down to power supply. Supply sag, you're going to turn that down to 2. Going to speaker, he set the low frequency to 52 Hertz, and that was to match his IR that he shot. So give it a try, see what you think. I think he might have changed this value right here, so just double check. Nothing here, and nothing here. So that is what we got for amp number 1. Amp number 2 is set up a little bit different. Set it to right, input select, and mute. Gain is higher, so we have a cleaner amp and a slightly dirtier amp. With these amps, the higher up you go, the more flub you get, so turn down the bass, keep the mids about the same, turn up the treble. And on both amps, turn off the bright switch. Same preamp tube type. Power amp, don't forget the transformer section right here and the negative feedback. And nothing right here. Don't forget that power or supply seg as well. Speaker, don't forget 52 Hertz right here, and double check this guy right here for the transformer low frequency. All right, cabs. I went with this Legacy vibrato Reverb mix. I set it to ultra res. And then what I'm trying to accomplish is kind of a more vintage feel, so adding some room in there. So we have this Factory 2 room IR set to ultra res, and I dialed it into taste. If you have it up too much, it's going to kind of wash it out and take away the immediacy and dryness, I guess you could say. On the other side, I have this Factory 1 vibrato Reverb, the 57 set to ultra res. And then I'm using the opposite side of the room IR. This is the G1265 right and set to ultra res. And then don't forget to pan these respectively. Let's see here. On both amps, I gave them, both cabs, I gave them a little bit of room level as well. Just mess with it. Okay. All right, and then let's go to the reverb. This is the Recording Studio C. I just have it ultra high because it can. Didn't really do much here, except I did set it to parallel, 100% mix, negative 9 dB. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and listen to what we have so far. This is kind of Lenny. So it's got that bite to it. That was the 4 position. Love that. When you go to the bridge, it gets that bright kind of in your face thing. All right, and let's go to the drives. Now, this one using the T808 OD, drive off and level all the way up. Something he does is he does some low cuts and high cuts. I like where it's at. So here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and you can hear for yourself. And this is what he did. He did a 400 and 1000. So you mess around with it. I like it here, stock settings. I have a second drive, and this is kind of to get some more crazier saturated tones. So that's like if you want to go crazy on like Voodoo Child. Now you could also add like a fuzz face or something. That'd be pretty cool. Now you're probably wondering what the chorus is right here. We know that he used to use like a dimension chorus for recording purposes. So here's... So it doesn't really add much really at all, but it's cool to have it there. So you can do like... Sorry for those flubs, but that is pretty much it. It's got that bite to it. Let's go ahead and isolate some of these. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and turn off the... Still a little bite. Let's go ahead and check out this one. So obviously higher in terms of drive, and then when you add them both, all right, so there it is. That's the Tyler Grund SRV preset using the vibrato verbs. Really, really cool. Follow this tutorial, dial it in yourself. Make sure that, oh, one really important thing, so you don't start clipping, make sure you turn your cab levels down, or you could use like the output block, but he did the levels in the cabs. So I set those to -4 dB. Just worked for me. But give this a try. Let me know how you liked it. Again, his video is linked in the description box below. Take care.